Have you ever felt that internal conflict together with that ambitious drive clashing in with one another, creating a powerful urge to do absolutely nothing? Then you're in the right place because now who am I talking to? I'm talking to the great, ambitious, lazy person. And believe me, that is a superpower just waiting to be unleashed to explode. Because, my loves, you very well know that you got ideas that can change the world. You got a career path that you want to dominate, and you got skills you want to master. But at the same time, guess what? That email can wait till tomorrow. Or that project, that could be started later on today. And truthfully honest, this new Netflix series is not going to be able to watch itself on its own, right? Someone's got to do it. Hola, amores, and welcome back to the channel. And to those who don't know me, I am Maritza. Today, we are talking about if you are that ambitious, lazy person, then this is a video you need to watch. Let's get into it right away. So I will share with you a saying in Spanish that goes like this. La pereza es la madre de todos los vicios. And it means laziness is the mother of all vices. Again, so the world often tells us that these two traits of ambition and laziness are completely incompatible, have nothing to do with the other, that you have to choose, all right, either to be a hustler or to be, a potato, okay? But what if I told you that your laziness, when channeled correctly, can actually be your greatest asset in what? In you achieving your ambitions. Because think about it, who is better at finding the most efficient, least effort, intensive way to get something done? The lazy person times. So let me share 3 core principles that will help you what? Hack your ambition with your inherent laziness, turning you into an unstoppable, yet surprisingly chill force. So my loves principle number 1. Let's learn to embrace the MVP method, which is the minimum viable product mindset. And this term comes from the startup world, but it is very good to use for us, for those lazy people like us. And the idea is what? It is to understand that we like to know what is the absolute smallest version of this task or this goal that I can do to make progress in, all right? Or to get feedback or to just get started. For example, the ambitious lazy person, we suffer from perfectionism and procrastination. All right, this is what we do. We do it all in disguise. Because perhaps what you need to do is, if you want to write a book, then you don't plan every chapter for a whole year. Instead, you write one paragraph at a time, just one. If you want to start a business, you do not need to build a full website with all the bells and all the whistles. You just create a simple landing page that explains your ideas and collects emails, because the goal is not to be perfect. It's called momentum. It's getting something out there, even if it's messy, even if it's incomplete. Your laziness will thank you because those small wins feel very achievable. And those small wins start to build into the bigger wins without feeling like a mountain, like a rock full of things. All right, my loves. Principle number 2 is we need to learn to automate, to delegate, and to eliminate. And this is what? The lazy genius way of us doing things. Because this is our version to effort where we really, really shine. If something is repetitive or boring or just takes up too much mental energy for us, then let's find a way to not be done by you or by me. Maybe we can automate it. Maybe we can use apps, software, email, filters, schedule posts, or maybe we can delegate it. If we have the means to do so, to hire someone, then even better. Those small tasks can be done by someone else, maybe a virtual assistant for an hour, or perhaps a cleaner once a month, or maybe you can simply eliminate it. Is this task even necessary? Because often we do things out of habit that provide little to no value. For example, I used to spend way too much time organizing all my desktop files. Now I just dump everything into one folder and deal with it once a month. Or frankly, whenever it just becomes too overwhelming, that my laziness forces me to find a better system. So it's about what? It's about consciously removing friction from our path. Those things that are too much for us, let's learn to put them aside and to do something or someone or get something else that could help us do it. And last, my friends, principle number 3 is let's start to implement the reward and the rest cycle. And this is a very important one. This is crucial for us to sustain our energy and to prevent burnout, which the ambitious, lazy person like us is particularly susceptible if we do not manage our energy correctly. So instead of us slogging through those hours of working way too much, let's begin to try the Pomodoro technique or something similar, which is let's work intensely for 25 to 45 minutes and then let's take a full 5 to 15-minute break, okay? During that break, let's actually rest. Let's get up. Let's stretch. Let's look out the window. Maybe we grab a snack. Maybe we get something to drink. Just do not switch to another very demanding task right away. And my friends, here's the lazy part. Make your breaks genuinely rewarding. Acknowledge that you have just completed a task, all right, that cost you effort and lots of bursts of sweat, and tell yourself, okay, I crushed that task. Now, I did that for 30 minutes. Now I very well have earned these next 10 minutes of scrolling on Instagram or whatever, YouTube, anything guilt-free that you want to do. And this is not called procrastinating. This is called strategically refilling your motivation tank, because your laziness needs to be respected and integrated, not always be fought against. So just remember those 3 things I taught you, please, which are embrace the MVP mindset, smallest steps forward always. Learn how to automate, delegate, and eliminate, and let technology and others do the work for you. And finally, start to implement the reward and the rest cycle. Work in bursts, then I promise you, you can truly recharge. And with this, we have reached the end of today's video, but I invite all of you to connect with me through Instagram and go and check out my other music relaxing channel here on YouTube and go and see the channel's membership, just in case you find it useful. Once again, I am Maritza, and know that I will try my best to continue always bring you ways on how to create a better bond with yourself and a more meaningful relationship with all those around you. Mwah. Till next time. Ciao, ciao, my loves. Ciao, ciao, my amores.